What's up and welcome back to my channel. Now excuse the different hair today. I had an audition. I had to wear this color hair and this color wig. So you're gonna get a different me today. Anyways, I wanna talk to you guys today about a documentary that I saw on Netflix. So yes, I have not canceled my Netflix. I know there is this huge call to cancel Netflix, but I'm sorry guys. I'm gonna keep it real with you. There's some stuff on Netflix that I like. I really don't feel like I need to cancel it. I just don't watch the stuff that I don't support. However, I hope if you have Netflix that you are able to catch this review that I'm going to do today on the documentary, The Social Dilemma. You guys, this documentary was, whoa, like my world was rocked. My 19-year-old daughter even watched it and she was like, Mom, I gotta watch that again. I literally sat there with my jaw on the floor and couldn't believe what information I was hearing. Now, just to give you a little bit of background, the director of this movie is Jeff R. Lewosky. I'm not too familiar with any other documentaries he has done, but I will warn you, he has done a few documentaries on climate change. So they do try to sneak in here and there the word climate change and a few messages about climate change, but I will tell you, it is nothing that distracts you from the pure shock of information that you're going to get watching this documentary. Now, the people that this documentary is starring are basically some whistleblowers who have worked at companies like Facebook, Google, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, and these guys obviously don't work there anymore, and I don't even know how agreed to do this documentary. Now, the documentary opens up with them kind of showing how ambivalent they really are to be sharing this information. So much so that one of the guys actually says that he had to speak to his lawyers several times before even agreeing to do this documentary. So that right there had me hooked in. Now, the really weird part about this documentary is they go between in-person, real life interviews to a sort of skit where they act out these scenarios. Now, I have a theory about why they did that. I really think that initially they went in wanting to do a full interview with these whistleblowers from these different social media Silicon Valley companies, but probably to protect these guys legally, they had to more or less deliver the information in the way of a skit or an acted out performance versus them actually saying it. So it gives an interesting twist to it for sure. And it makes it kind of weird at times because it goes back and forth. But again, don't let that distract you because it's still really, really crazy, the stuff that you hear. So I'm going to, without trying to spoil this for you, tell you what this documentary is about so that you can go check it out yourself. And I am dying to hear what you have to say about it because I don't even know fully what to say about it yet. Okay. Now, what it really is about is these guys that worked at these companies basically lay out the whole plan behind how social media works, how algorithms work, how it is designed not only to get your information, but to keep developing a somewhat of an avatar of each individual person. So can you imagine each of us having a virtual avatar in Silicon Valley and, 3 or 4 computer nerds controlling our every move? And yes, I said controlling, okay? One of the skits that they show in this documentary is this kid who is kind of the main character that they use in the documentary to kind of show the effects, particularly that social media has on teenagers, okay? So they show this kid and they show these 3 guys in Silicon Valley kind of standing in front of this huge computer and this avatar, and they have control of everything that goes through his phone. So if they want him to post something, they make sure that an ad comes up so that he gets intrigued, or they make sure that one of his friends hits a like button or shares a picture so that he spends more time on his phone, and so on and so on. So it gets really deep into how manipulating your phone is 24 hours a day and why they're doing it, because they're making a ton of money from They're making a ton of money off of advertisers that are paying to manipulate you. Yes, I said people are paying to manipulate you. Now, the entire time I was watching this documentary, I kept thinking how foolish it is that people are walking around with masks, trying to protect themselves from this invisible virus that nobody has really seen, but knows that it's around. And here we are walking around with the most deadliest weapon to us as a human species of all time, that is a complete, disregard for our privacy, all kinds of stuff. I mean, you guys, I have to tell you, it had me like thinking so much that I was like even thinking back to like when I started this YouTube channel, and I was like, all along I thought it was my idea, but did something prompt me to start a YouTube channel? Like I remember like when Brandon's videos started popping up as a suggested view in my YouTube, and Candace's videos started popping up as a suggested view in my YouTube. And I thought that was by mistake, but now that I watched this documentary, I'm like, wait a minute, was I targeted? And did I get prompted to start a YouTube video? I don't know. Like, I feel literally like a puppet on a string, and I guarantee you, when you watch this, you're going to feel the same way. In fact, at the end, stay through to the end, even like when the credits start rolling, because that is where you're going to find the most important information. Okay. These guys actually go through and tell you things that you shouldn't be doing. Things like, don't be clicking on suggested videos in YouTube. If you want to find something, it's better that you search for it and click from that point versus actually clicking from the recommended page that is given to you when you open up your YouTube page. The other really, really intriguing thing that they gave all of them advice on was to turn off your notifications. That was 100% across the board. What everybody said to do was to turn off your notifications, because that is really how they control you, is that little ding that pops up or that little visual that pops up on your home screen that shows you so-and-so liked your photo, or so-and-so posted a video, or so-and-so changed their relationship status, which causes you to in turn turn off your phone, start scrolling, start looking, and then it's just a never-ending cycle, and they've got you hooked. You guys have to watch this documentary. I am telling you. And if you don't have Netflix, I would say go find somebody that will let you borrow their account to watch this, okay? I will say this, okay? Right now, we are all being hit with a ton of information, but the biggest question you're gonna walk away with after watching this documentary is in regards to your political views. You're really going to question if you truly are a Democrat or you truly are a conservative. And the reason why I say that is because based on the type of information that you have given a reaction to, spent the most time looking at, forwarded, liked, whatever, that's the information you will continue to see, okay? The only way you can fight against that is if you do like what I do, which I've been doing this even before the documentary, so I was happy to hear that this is the right thing to do, but to follow people that don't necessarily agree with your opinions, likes, or dislikes. And that is really essentially to confuse the algorithms that are set up to figure out your patterns on a day-to-day, minute-by-minute basis, okay? So, for instance, I don't just follow conservative people. I also follow liberal people. I also follow moderates, okay? Or moderates. If you go into my YouTube, you will see that I have anything from conservative videos to mukbang videos to cooking videos, to police videos, to funny videos. I don't just search one thing, and I also use a search engine that doesn't track my search history, like DuckDuckGo is one of the ones that I use. And they also give a recommendation of another one in the documentary. So you guys, I'm not going to keep going on and on about this documentary. You need to go watch it. It is excellent. Watch it once, watch it twice. You may even watch it a third time, but I'm telling you, take a pen, take a paper, and take notes, because it gives out some information that you need to make sure that you are not being manipulated by the internet and by your phone, because the last thing you want is to be manipulated by your phone, okay? Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Did you like this documentary? Have you seen it? Are you not going to check it out? And if not, why? If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Definitely share it and definitely come back for more. Subscribe to my channel. I'll be back with another video. Thank you guys so much and have a good one. Bye-bye.